Here's Prescott, just throws it deep as far as his arm can take him. He caught it! Micah Parsons on the move. Micah Parsons is in! Welcome to the big show, Tony Pollard. Oh, going deep, it is intercepted.
But I'm not going to say a word, but I will say one thing right now.
Prescott, touchdown. Good protection, and the pass wide open. Touchdown, Lamb.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's Space Cowboy here with another video for you guys here today, and we're continuing our position evaluation series for the 2023 Dallas Cowboys by talking about the secondary. Yes, we're wrapping up our talk on the defense by going over the cornerbacks, safeties, defensive backs, however you wish to refer to them as. That's what we're talking about. So if you did miss the previous video, don't worry. There's a title card at the very end that you can click. You'll get caught up on all of the series episodes there. And also, please make sure to leave a like to show support for the channel and fight against the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. So let's talk about the secondary. This has got to be, no exaggeration, the most talented on paper unit the Cowboys have had in years, maybe a decade. I would have to literally go through and really argue that there's a group more talented than what we got here. And why do I say that? Well, the Dallas Cowboys have Trevon Diggs. We know what he's, become. Going into his fourth season, he really made a jump last year to being a really damn good coverage corner. Of course, he had all those interceptions from the year prior, but, he's making those leaps of getting better and better, and the Cowboys have yet to pay him, and we'll talk about that once we get past the deadline for the franchise tag, because we're still waiting to see if they give Tony Pollard money, which it doesn't look like they will. We also forget, too, that, and I keep forgetting, that Stephon Gilmore is on this team. Them trading for him has got to be one of the most intriguing moves they've made in quite some time. And why do I say that? Well, while he's not in his full-on prime, Stephon Gilmore is still a very damn good player, and people keep forgetting. We're not asking for him to be cornerback one. We're asking for him to replace Anthony Brown, which the type of player he is, he's going to be a very, very, very damn good replacement for Anthony Brown. And, that's all we need. And when you look at those two, that's a very scary combination. And then I haven't even gotten to the guys behind them and where they could be playing, right? Deron Bland, Jordan Lewis, Israel Mukuamu, and then you have the new guys, Eric Scott, and, you got Nahshon Wright and Kelvin Joseph still in there. You have C.J. Goodwin, he's more a special teams guy, Miles Brooks. It's a very loaded unit. And, with Deron Bland emerging, you have your guy that's going to most likely, either be your cornerback two, or he's your at least Jordan Lewis replacement, and you just move forward from there. I mean, the Cowboys have a really damn good secondary, well, from the cornerback perspective. And I think they're really going to benefit, as we talked about the defensive line and how they've improved. I mean, it's going to be hard to throw in these dudes if things go well. And they're going to get, they're going to be plays where they give up that I'm not going to lie there. But this has been something that we've been looking for, is them to invest, and they finally have added pieces to really upgrade. With Anthony Brown, he can get picked on, and then you kind of saw you didn't have adequate depth outside of Anthony Brown, which really killed the Cowboys. I do think that now you're positioned to where you can go through 5 names before you're like, yeah, okay, that's really, really good. Talking about the safeties here, right? You have the guys like Donovan Wilson, who just got paid, Jaron Kearse, Malik Hooker. Really good group when you look at the names. Now, I will say Malik Hooker had a down year last year. Jaron Kearse, he did his thing. Donovan Wilson, really good at setting the tone. You have Marquise Bell still there, and, I'm really hoping he gets more opportunities there. You do have Tyler Coyle and a couple other names in there, but overall, and I know I'm not mentioning every single name that's on roster. I'm really excited about this unit. I think that they are easily a unit that's top tier in the NFL, and that's not me being a homer. I mean, when you kind of look at what that secondary is, the fact that people forget that Stephon Gilmore is a part of the Cowboys, or they don't recognize what kind of player he is, and, very cerebral. And that's another thing. A veteran that understands and has been at that high level to win it all with the Patriots and such. That's important. That's really important for these young dudes, especially for Trevon Diggs. And I think what's going to benefit, Trevon's going to benefit because he might get more interceptions, and especially if he's trying to get a huge payday, this is the, best move you can do to help him out. So with that being said, I'm just really excited about this unit. I think there are a couple question marks long term, right? We have to talk about, Trevon Diggs. Will he get his money? I think he will, or he might get franchise tagged. You have to also think about what happens with the safeties. Malik Hooker, Jaron Kearse, their contracts are expiring. Do you go draft another guy? You have a guy in the wings that can, because that's where we're just at right now. I think for this year, the Cowboys are set, but moving forward, we have question marks because of who might walk out the door. Jordan Lewis is another dude that might walk out the door. It's just is what it is, right? So I'm really impressed with how the Cowboys have constructed this group from the ground up. Far cry from years past where we were like, please just pray to God that we hold at this position group, right? It's just, man, it's just unbelievable that they have these dudes on this defense. So if I had to give a letter grade, I'm probably giving it a solid A. I think that this is arguably the best unit the Cowboys have on roster, on defense. It's just an amazing position group from top down. And, not everyone's going to make it here, but even if you were to get rid of Kelvin Joseph and keep Nahshon Wright, or you get rid of both of them, it's still a really good group. And I think that the Cowboys, it's one of those groups where you kind of just have to throw a dart and hope you hit on these dudes. Now, if Eric Scott Jr. hits again, which there isn't a guaranteed note there, I think the Cowboys will be set for quite some time. I'm really looking forward to what he can do, and I'm hoping in the preseason he shows up and shows out. But if I'm being real, Kelvin Joseph, Nahshon Wright, they're on notice because of how much has been added into this room. So, I don't really have much more to say, guys, other than the fact that it's an A position group. I think it's one of the best units in the NFL, and I don't say that often. I don't. You would have to convince to me that this unit is not in the top echelon of the NFL. You can maybe argue some groups are better, maybe, but who? That's kind of where it stands there. So that's where it looks like I'll end it there, an A rating. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm being a homer? Because I know I've been pretty low on the other two position groups. So I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. And that's it. So we're going to wrap up this position evaluation series with 2 more videos. We're going to talk about the special teams in the next one. That should be a quick one. And then coaching. And then that'll be it. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. Again, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys? Have a good one. Goodbye.